Hey guys, what's up? My name is Lilah Higgins, and I'm here to teach you how to create custom figure illustrations like this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this. The first thing you're going to do is Google your subject or use a photo of a friend you know. My favorite source is unsplash.com, and I just search female. Once you find the subject that you want, I would choose something that is simple and has good coloring to it. You can always change coloring, you can always edit it as you go. I really liked this image on Unsplash, so I'm going to download that one. And I also downloaded 7 inspiration images for the other images, but we're going to dive in just to this one to show you how the process works, and then I'll show you a full sped up version of all the other ones as well. We're going to be using primarily the pen tool, so I'll zoom in here and show you. I'm going to be taking her skin color, her hair color, and then her shirt color as the main 3 colors that I'm going to be using. And every time I create a shape using the pen tool, I will send that shape to the back so that I can continue to use the image. You can also lock the image, the original photo, so that you don't end up moving it around or changing it. And then I just use the send to back tool to send those specific things that I've already made, those shapes that I've already created back. And then we'll reorder everything at the end. If you're new to using the pen tool in Illustrator, one of the most important things you need to know is if you just click around, it's going to naturally have a curve between those 2 different clicks. So it works super well for her hair here. But when I go into something and I want to have a little bit of a sharper edge, say up at her part, I will actually hold down the Alt or Option key, and then that will actually lock it out. So that will make a straight line between points wherever I'm holding the Option or Alt key. I liked for this specific style to add a gradient, so I'm playing with that here. And if you don't know how to use the gradient tool, it's a really great tool, and you can actually have different options in how your gradient looks as well as what colors you use. So I wanted it to be super subtle, but give her a little bit of an ombre effect here. Once I'm happy with my shapes, I will again send to the back and then start on the next shape, which is her shirt. In this next example, I wanted to get a little bit more of the shadow underneath her chin and her neck. And so, as you can see, I've built out kind of a few options here. I was playing with the textures and the gradients a little bit too. The most important thing is to really have fun with what is happening in the picture and pull out the elements that really capture the image as simply as possible, but while also having enough detail to tell what it is. So I really liked the colors in her hair and the dimensions, so I pulled out a couple different browns from her hair color and kind of pieced them together. Now you can see when I take away the picture, there's a lot of missing spaces, and so that's what we do after that. After we've got kind of our basic shape, we go in and we make it look as if it's the image and it has all the right lines that it needs to actually look like what it's trying to look like. That's the trickiest part of this, I think, is developing an image that is the simplified version of the photo while still has the same feel of the photo without most of the details. One of my main desires for this project was to have a really diverse set of women, and skin color was actually a difficult thing for me to shade right and to make sure that I got the feel and color right so they all looked like they were in the same style of illustration but still were very diverse in how they looked. So once I had all my women laid out, I wanted them to all feel like they were in the same image while still being diverse, like I said. So I put them all together and I started to kind of play with the coloring and even the textures, and I rearranged them to give them some balance and the tension between the colors. And I just really had a lot of fun with this project. So if this is something that you want to try out, it's very, very simple. It takes some practice to get the vibe and the color feel and kind of matching them all at the end. But if you just want to do a profile picture of yourself or of a client, this is a really fun way to get a really simple illustrated version without a whole lot of work. And I hope you enjoyed this. I hope this was helpful. And if you have any questions, always feel free to reach out at Lilah@thehigginscreative.com. And I will see you next time.